In this lecture, we're going to burn Raspian Linux to an SD card in Windows. What you'll need is a card reader on your computer. I'm using one that looks like this. So it will require an adapter. Some computers come with a smaller SD card writer as well. The first thing you'll want to do is get a disk formatted. To do this, find the card in Explorer, right-click on the drive, and select Format. A quick format should do the trick. Now you have a clean SD card ready to have Raspian put on it. Go to raspberrypi.org/downloads and here you'll have access to the official images for the Raspberry Pi. On this site you have a few options. You can install Noobs, which is a great, easy-to-use option. You can choose between a few different options, and it does installation and configuration for you. It's pretty great, especially if you're absolutely new to things like installing operating systems. You can also choose Debian directly, which is the official images for the Pi. There are two options here, Desktop and Lite. In this course, I use the Lite version for most stuff. This is just a basic Linux system. It's very small and light, which is perfect for most IoT projects. It doesn't have any graphics and you use a command prompt, which I'll teach you how to use that in this course. On this site, you also have a desktop version, so you can turn your Raspberry Pi into a full desktop computer. This actually works a lot better than you'd think. You could browse the web, play games, write documents. It's no speed demon, but it actually handles general tasks really well. We're going to burn the Lite version to our Raspberry Pi. I will download the zip so I can get it on my machine. You can also use torrents if you're familiar with that, which can make the downloads much faster, though it does require a bit more setup. Now I have the zip file downloaded and I'm going to extract it to the folder. Now we have an image file, which is a raw image that we'll need to burn to the SD card. For this task, I like to use Win32 Disk Imager, which is available for free from this URL. So let's download and install it. Now that I have it downloaded, I will run the installer program. Click on I accept to accept the agreement. Now we have Win32 Disk Imager loaded. Make sure the drive is selected here that pertains to your SD card. Click this folder to load the image file that we downloaded earlier. Now click on Write to write this file to disk. As we can see, the write is successful. You can now use this card on your Pi. Now if you open that drive, you'll see a bunch of files used to boot Raspian to your Raspberry Pi. Now you've got the operating system on the SD card and it's ready to go. You can boot it up. In the next lecture, I'm going to show you how to connect to the Raspberry Pi and communicate with it.